We are joined today by Coach Zach Birdwell of the Tioga Tigers. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing good, doing good.
So, first, let's start off. Let's talk a little 7-on-7. Not not a long history of 7-on-7 success, at least at the state qualifying level there in Tioga. This will be your first appearance at state 7-on-7, but you got it right out of the way. First week of qualifying in Division 3, qualified. Talk a little bit about the value you think of 7-on-7, both in the X's and O's and in the team bonding element.
Yeah, it was huge for us. 7-on-7, while it doesn't translate to real football for a lot of teams, a lot of schools, 7-on-7 is big for us because it gives one from a team aspect a chance to for our kids just to go out and compete. And compete is one of our core values. We want to compete in everything that we do. And for a year one, for our kids to go ahead and get a jump on working the new defense and working the new offense and seeing the plays and starting to get timing down is huge for us. And then 7-on-7 translates for us offensively um, because that's what we're going to look like. That's what we're going to look like on Friday nights. We're going to be an up-tempo, air raid offense, and so for our kids to be able to get a jump on that and get what we call 7-on-7, that's just free practice. It's free reps, and for our kids to go out in their first qualifier in a brand new offense, brand new defense, brand new coaching staff, and qualify for the state tournament in College Station for the first time in school history. It was big. It was big for the kids' confidence and just kind of reassurance after 4 weeks of working football during the period to kind of see it kind of quickly kind of pay off for them. It was huge for us. It was awesome to see.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about what we're going to see on the field in the fall. Kind of go through some of your key players and roles they play. Who might be playing a little bit different role, especially with a new offense? What are you going to look like in the fall?
Yeah, we are blessed here with I've been at this level before, and we have a ton of depth at the skill position. We got two quarterbacks fighting for a spot. One quarterback he was the starter last year, and then he got injured in the second scrimmage and missed the whole season. And the other quarterback, Austin Norwood, came in, and he ended up being the offensive MVP of the district. So I got two really good kids at that position. We got three running backs, and this is an air raid system where one running back's going to be on the field, and there's 7 or 8 other skill kids fighting for receiver spots. Competition at the position at this level is not something you get a whole lot, a lot of times. And the fact that we have that, and we're going to be able to sub kids in and sub kids out and stay fresh, and especially in the up tempo style offense that we're going to do, it's going to be really big for us. There's a lot of kids, especially again at the skill position. You got Hayden Hilliard and Austin Norwood at quarterback, and I told them from day one that I've had 7 1,000-yard receivers so far in my career, and 3 of those were quarterbacks that didn't make the starting cut for that. So they're both going to be on the field somewhere. They're too good athletes. They're too good a young men not to be out there for us. And again, we got Johnny Dorfenhouse, Jonah Grubbs, John Hernandez at the running back position. We have a kid who did not play offense last year for him, played some safety, Caden Maldonado, that's going to hop over and play a big role on offense for us at the receiver position. We got a big old 6'4" target, Sam Mott, that's going to be a junior, that's going to be big for us. And then again, there's a lot of other kids, Slade Babbitt, Greeley McAden. There's a lot of depth and a lot of kids fighting for these positions. So it's awesome to see. That's something you rarely get to see at this level, is 7, 8, 9 kids battling for those 5 skill positions.
All right, now, so kind of walk us through your district 6'2" AD1, and what you expect to see from those teams on the field this fall?
Yeah, I think this district, I think everybody will be a little bit more improved from last season. It was for the most part kind of a young district last year. Um, and then another thing kind of interesting with the district is, half the teams are going through coaching changes this off season. Obviously here at Tioga, Alvord, Whitewright. So it'll be, it's going to be kind of a new district. A lot of some new philosophies, some new schemes, some new kids. But I think it's going to be a battle week in and week out, and there's some quality opponents, and there's also some opponents that may have not made noise in the past couple of years, but I think have the chance to be quality football teams. Our district again is us, Alvord, Whitewright, are kind of the three teams with new coaches, and then the coaching staffs that are returning: Nakona, Tom Bean, and Trenton.
So you've been around Texas high school athletics a little while. What would you say the biggest challenge facing high school athletics in Texas right now is?
Biggest challenge? Shoot. For me, it's more of kind of like there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges athletic programs and school districts are facing, but shoot, mine is kind of more of a fear. They're just the challenge of keeping high school athletics pure. And not letting you see what's happening at the college level trickle down to the high school level with transfer portal and kids changing schools at the drop of a hat and kids getting paid and all this stuff. High school sports for me is kind of the last time sports are truly pure. You're playing with the kids you grew up with, you're playing in the town you grew up in, you're playing for your love for the game, for the love of the coaches and the town and your other teammates. And I think that's a challenge we face, and I want it to be able to stay like that as long as possible.
If you don't mind, let's go back to 707 a little bit.
Yeah.
In the aspect of, so this is the first time Tioga was qualified. So this is new for everybody, including the community there. Talk a little bit about some of the reaction you've gotten from the community.
It's been awesome. This is one of the smaller schools I've been at, but this has been the crowd that travels the best. We got a full sideline full on 7-on-7. You'd think it was a Friday night. But just again, like you said, it's all new to them. They're there, they're fired up because it's football, because it's their kids. But a lot of them don't even have a clue what's going on, and they're still there fired up. They don't quite understand the rules, and then we qualify, and they have no clue what that means. And well, it's in College Station. Well, shoot, how do we get there? When is it? How's it set up? And it's exciting. Anytime you can do something for the first time, and anytime it's there's something new, it kind of creates a little bit of buzz, and it's exciting to see. The parents in the community have just kind of taken it by storm, and they might not know exactly what's going on, but they're fired up for it.
All right, so let's try and go real small picture here now and learn a little bit about Zach Birdwell. What would you say your number one guilty pleasure is?
Oh man, I'll be honest. I'm still I'm a kid at heart, and I have three boys, so I'm a gamer. Whatever video game they're playing, I'm trying to play it and learn it and play it with them. I'll sit down and hop on the game for as long as the wife will let us. Shoot, and then by next year when the new NCAA comes out, that was my game back in the day. So that's going to be the number one guilty pleasure, is hopping back on the NCAA.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time today. Best of luck as you continue through the summer and head into the 23 season.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this video, click the like button down below. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube, and that determines how many eyes this gets recommended in front of and gets this video in front of more viewers. And if you like what we're doing with these videos, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you get a notification every time we post a new video.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.